days his fortune's made. With a click and a beat, he's ahead of the game. Whispers of his legend long speak his name. Rumors fly when he walks down the street. To BETONG crypto, everyone's beat. Charts and graphs in his golden mind. Fortune's made, he's one of a kind. Eyes on the prize in the digital dust. He never wavers in whom to trust. From Bitcoin booms to Ethereum high, he trades the stars in the blockchain sky. Debate on crypto.
Well, it seems as if the flavor that crypto bubbles is giving us today is bullish after seeing the market plunge downward yesterday like crazy. If we look at this Bitcoin price action yesterday, look at how Bitcoin dumped right down to $85,000. I didn't expect Bitcoin to get to this price point. I was looking at this area to get a trade, but I couldn't actually get the trade. Actually, guys, I took the trade and I was stopped out here, and at one point again, I got in, around this area, got in, then started adding a little bit, but I've gotten out of my trades because I think I want to wait to see how US is going to react to this current price action. But so far, we have seen some couple of coins doing well. Like currently, if you look at crypto bubbles, ODI has been doing so well today. ODI is up, actually 15% for the day. I've been looking at ODI. I remember I told you guys that ODI is going to actually do something because ODI is showing some bullish signal, and it makes sense because if you look at the current price of ODI, like if we look at what has been going on here with ODI, if you look at you see, guys. This coin has been just plunging downward ever since it made this huge high, yeah. And now we are seeing some momentum back into the market. So this 50% upward trend or upward movement is nothing as compared to what we might expect. So basically, guys, in today's video, we're not only going to talk about ODI, we're going to talk about our usual, look at Bitcoin, look at where Bitcoin is. Where we went wrong yesterday, what we should be doing today, what trades are we going to take today for Bitcoin. Then look at Mog Coin, because if Bitcoin is going to move like crazy, then Mog Coin is going to do the same thing. And to an extent, we're going to also see Crepe coin, Wiki CSPR, Casper, and the other coins that we talk about on this platform. If you're new here, this is the BETONG Crypto, a place where we talk crypto with confidence, clarity, and certainty. So if say you haven't yet subscribed, do hit the subscribe button quick and early. Like the content, and let's dive into this. Let's get into this. Let's get straight away into this. Now I wanna let's pay attention to Bitcoin, okay? Because what Bitcoin is actually doing currently, I want us to pay attention to it, right? The reason why I want us to pay attention to it is because you can see clearly Bitcoin moves the market, right? And if Bitcoin moves the market, it means that looking at last week price action, or sorry, yesterday price action, that was this huge candle, and today's price action, you can see that there's some sort of like double top here, double bottom here for Bitcoin somehow, I would say that. But it's also fascinating to see how price is attempting, or not like attempting, we are seeing price recovering this candle, this vector candle that plunged price to the downside yesterday. And if you look at this look at this structure on the daily time frame, you can see after this I would say vector candle, or you can call it pink vector candle, you see what happened the previous day, and look at what the same thing is happening here. right? And you can see the way it closed yesterday and today, like at the same level, right? That means this area should be an area where the market makers want to hold. Like, this should be the bottom, so they want to hold this. And if we're gonna lose this area, then it's gonna be crucial for Bitcoin. So this is a crucial support area for Bitcoin. If you look at this on the daily time frame, now the bias for today is positive, is bullish, and if the bias is bullish, then let's drop down to the 4 hours time frame. Let's see what the 4 hours time frame is doing. Okay, I can argue that there is a fair value gap here. Well, it's too early to mention, this on the because we are on the 4 hours time frame. But I want to like stick on this time frame because, guys, um, we are still below the 50-day EMA, right? And what happened yesterday? The reason why I lost this trade yesterday was simple. I got this fair value gap wrong. Price didn't go break and make higher highs. So for this fair value gap to be effective, I must see this price move and close high. So there must be price must break structure. But in this case, price didn't break structure. So price stays below the 50-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. So this fair value gap and other block would have been valid if price would have break and close above, like break structure. Now looking at this one here, I would say that there's some sort of change of character here around this area, which could at the same time mean like it might mean that this should be an area of interest, right? Because this move here has changed the character or have changed the course of this current price action. Now, I wouldn't have sold early. The reason why I sold early because I didn't trust this move. But again, I impulsively acted or reacted to, like, I think it was based on emotions. I closed my trade based on emotion, and this is something that I think most traders face. You just close a trade out of emotions. It wasn't out of TA. Right, immediately I saw this vector like this. I have to close it here around this area. Yeah, even though price is still there, but the reason why I closed it is because I want to be sure of where price is heading towards. Even though, like, we have been, holding, like, breaking this key area here, right? I was still going to wait to see confirmation. Like, for example, now that we have experienced change of character, now there's a fair value gap here because this move here, this other block took us price break this let me say minor structure, right, or change of character. Let me put it that way. So if we are to see any move again to the upside, then we have to take the trade here. But we must confirm, like, if price gets here, there should be some sort of immediate buyback. Buyback, yeah. Because if we don't see that buyback here, then I cannot really say this movement here is going to be valid, or this other block and fair value gap. What I am doing currently, guys, is I'm trading, like, I'm bringing so many things together. I'm looking at the volume profile, the other block, vector candles, fair value gap, and also the trend zero. So volume, a lot of stuff I'm looking at currently. If I look at the trend zero, is good, bullish, showing us this, like, price has, or let me say price has crossed the zero point 0.0 level. So during the UK session, the US session, which is gonna be soon, what I want to see clearly is break, or like a huge volume that break and close above. I want to see a full candle close above the 50-day EMA. Then once I see that full candle close above the 50-day EMA, what I want to see next is retracement back towards this fair value gap. around this area here. So if I'm gonna drop down to the 15 minutes time frame, this is where I wanna get that trade. Yeah. So this whole area here is my area of interest. And if price gets here, I'm gonna place a trade and put my stop loss just below this low here. This low. Right? If you look at this clearly, you can see price has been rejecting this area multiple times. Multiple times. So I don't think they want to continue to mark price to the downside. They want to continue to mark price to the upside. Right. And you can see we have vectors here, right, up to this level around it's $990,000. And if we go to this level here, you're gonna see that, like, for example, let me show you guys something. Okay, you can see if you look at the weekly setup for liquidity heat map, you're gonna see that we have price right up to we have liquidity right up to about $92,000. Yeah, you can see right up to 95 even. You can see here, and the downside is not that significant. But if you drop down to the daily time frame, you're gonna see that we might still drop down a little bit when US open, right down to about 84 or 80, or yeah, around $84,000 price point. And if we go back to the chart of Bitcoin and see, okay, yeah, is this area around the 84 price point? No, it's around the 86 dollars price point, $86,000 price point. Meaning, if we are gonna lose this zone, then we can go back straight to 84, which is even more downward. So that's why I think maybe this move is gonna be accompanied by, let me say, it's gonna be a fake out move. Price is gonna hold here, then continue to dump and create more lows. Because if you look at this on the 1 hour time frame, you see that we have like, I would say, level one drop. So then we should expect three, and the three can take us right down to about $84,000, right? So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin in general. Let's see where we are with USD dominance. USD dominance is also giving me this flavor, yeah, which I think is something that we have talked about on this platform. And what I wanted to see was simple. I wanted to see dominance, like reject around this area. And if we keep rejecting, like, not able to go and make the next high from where we are, then we can continue to drop down a little bit. And if we're gonna drop down, then we're gonna see coins like Audi, do well. Actually, I don't know why Audi is doing well like that. There's maybe something is going on with Audi. Another coin I think is gonna really make us some quick gains. I mean, it's still cheap. It's Asta. Asta is still cheap. Like, we can see this bad boy go to like $5 in no time, right? And I'm waiting for use signal to get in. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get in at a fair value gap and other block. I haven't seen anything yet like that. If I go down to the 15 minutes time frame, let me see if there is something here for me to trade. Well, this wasn't a vector candle. I would say there should be an order block here, somehow something. But I'm not sure. Yeah, this could be a good one because we break structure here. Even though it wasn't that significant break of structure, because we have been just moving around the 50-day moving average. So I think we might drop down a little bit with Asta. Okay, now the coin which I think is really giving me more flavor is Ethereum, right? If I see Ethereum where it is currently, I think the upside for Ethereum is more than the upside for Bitcoin. If we look at what is going on macro, like, yeah, the macro analysis of or the fundamentals of Ethereum is actually showing more bullish signal than Bitcoin. That's why I think if you want to position yourself into any altcoin that is, I would say, to an extent risk free, then buy Ethereum. Also Solana. Solana is now at $128. That's cheap. That's super cheap, you know. And let's get to our Mog Baby. Let's see what Mog Baby is doing. Okay, now for Mog Coin and the rest, I just want to get a trade for the day, right? And if I want to get a trade for the day, what do you think happen? Because like what I want to see happen is simple. I want to see price eats all of this vector here, right? But to an extent, what I really want to see is break of structure. So if I see a break of structure on the 1 hour time frame, something like this, then I'm gonna buy the pullback towards that area back there. Then now I know we can continue to the next high. So Mock coin to me, I think, is one of my jackpot coin. I use Mock coin a lot to, like, guys. As I mentioned a couple of times, it's easy for me to trade altcoins by looking at Bitcoin. So I can, like, I've done my whole analysis with Bitcoin. Look at USD dominance, look at where Bitcoin was yesterday, look at the current market sentiment, look at the current like today's trend, then see what price might do when US market open. Then I want to mirror that with more coin and the other coins. I don't need to buy them futures. I can just buy them spot and hold them. Or when I see that it's time, I know, okay, this coin can give me even 20% profit, or even if it gives me 5% profit for every day, then it's something. Or every week is something, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys always. The reason why I talk about these coins is not because I want to just buy them and hold them. Like I hold more. There are times that I hold more coin. At times that I don't hold more coin. The reason why I just love talking about the coin. I've mentioned it earlier that more coin is, to me, is like it's more than most of the meme coins out there. I like talking about more coin, bread coin, and many other meme coins, because, like, if you look at other altcoins, these coins are outperforming these other coins. Because if you look at this, if you go to the meme coin space, let's see if we can go to meme coins quickly. Let's categories. Where are the categories here? Yeah, if you go to categories, you see, just go to memes. I know many people have hard feelings about um you know this meme coin and so on, but I want you to show you guys something here. So you see, Breadcoin is on rank 181. If you scroll down, you're gonna see um Mock coin is ranked 267, right? So these are among the top 500 coins in the space, which is something, right? And look at also this other meme coin like Tubo, Toshi, right? Ford coin, Floki, XPX. I should be talking about XPX 6900 too, right? If you guys want me to talk about SPX, you can comment below that I should talk about SPX. But the point here is, if you look at the meme coin market cap, this is 38.33 billion. It won't just go away with a volume of 4.25 billion. So this cap cannot just go away like that. And if you look at you see that, or if you have to look at most of these meme coin, they are among the top 500 coins. You can see if you scroll down, like most of them are among the top 500 coins, right? If you scroll down, you see that these meme coins actually have a space in the crypto space. Yeah, they have a place in the crypto space. See, Giga Chat is at number 500. So from the 500 coins, I want to look at something from there, that I can trade, I can invest, short term and so on. So that's the reason why you see me at times. I just love to talk about more coin, love to, 'cause it actually moves with Bitcoin, you know. And Bitcoin too is one of those coins you can see on the 1 hour time frame. You can look at what that's done. And again, even though we are like we have made this run here, right? I still think there's still a long way to go. If Bitcoin is gonna break and close above the 50-day EMA, then I know more coin is gonna break and close above the 50-day EMA. Not only that, it's gonna go and make the next high. I mean like break structure. Yeah. And when it breaks structure, I'm gonna look for this fair value gap, yeah, to buy. When price get back there. Of course, not like buy immediately. I'm gonna buy when I see price react there positively. The next year is this bad boy. Let's see what it's doing. Um, okay, Casper. Hmm. What I've been reading recently about CSPR Casper is this. It's one of the main, like one of the most sophisticated, I would say, enterprise, or let me not use the word enterprise. Let me say institutional blockchain. So they have optimized their blockchain in a way that it's going to attract more institutions in the real world asset space. So because of the way they are focusing on scaling their blockchain, I think it's going to attract more and more project in the real world asset space, right? That's why at times I talk about it, and you look at the price. It's not giving like reflecting to the fundamental, but I think the price is gonna catch up with the fundamentals as we keep seeing more developers building on the platform, right? As long as more developers keep building on the platform, then we are gonna see something like that happen. Now, which other coin we got here? By the way, if say you are watching and you haven't yet subscribed, do hit that subscribe button. And also if you don't have NordVPN, I'm going to recommend you have a NordVPN or a VPN in general to protect your data online. And if you want to get a VPN, you can easily get it from here at a huge discount. So this is the link. Click on it, and it's going to take you to this page where you can get 74% discount for today. you know yeah, so that's that for it. And if you want to trade any of this coin that I trade, yeah, you can trade it on Bitunics, uh, or you can use Wix, you can use Bybit, Hyperliquid, Binance, OKS, Bluefin, Next Global. These are all the exchanges that I'm affiliated to. Using my link is going to be a way to support this channel. Now, before I go, let's look real quick. I want to give you guys a perfect entry for Bitcoin. All right. And of course, you have to wait for multiple confirmation before you get into the trade. Don't just go straight away into the trade. Now, this is the price of Bitcoin. Okay. And we have made this huge move to, like, with high volume, break and close above the alpha trend. Now, for us to be like bullish like bullish say bullish, we need to see the 5-day and the 13-day EMA cross and stay above the 50-day moving average. So looking at where they are and where all of these other all of these moving averages are and price, I think we might get a fake out here, then continuation downward. Or price might fake out, come back here, hold, move sideways before taking the next major move to the upside. So wait for price to get around this area, around this zone. It's going to be around 86 to 100. Wait for price to get there and wait to see how price is going to react when price get there. If price react awesome, then that's your green light. All right, guys, that's it for this show. Hopefully you got some value from it. Subscribe, share, and see you guys the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.